Welcome back to DreamLeague Season 7. My name is Sir Action Slacks, joined by the one and only Scriff, and the man with the most, and the host of the Ghosts. Yeah, Barbecue.
Believe in ghosts.
You believe in ghosts, Mr. Barbecue?
Death Prophet?
Not as much as you do, Slacks.
Yeah?
Not as much as you, Slacks.
Oh, I don't believe in ghosts. Are you kidding? My father was a ghostbuster. I don't believe in no ghosts, son.
I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
How is it I ain't afraid of no ghosts? I guess the Ghostbusters would believe in ghosts. Anyway, enough talk about that. Team Liquid absolutely coming out in complete domination. These are the old people that won the last tournament after all. Boys, as Odie said, complete domination that game.
Yeah, they showed very well, like, even though the rocky lane at the top lane, sorry, the aggressive tri lane and everything, they showed that they just like bunker down, they got the Darkseer levels, mid lane as well, Miracle, even though he died, got charged there in the middle. They got their farm, they got their key items, and then they took fight, and they took them really hard. And the GH on the Tusk, you can probably talk a little bit more about him, but he had a really good game on the Tusk.
As far as the Tusk goes, I mean, you saw why they value this hero. I mean, some of those shards were so good at just ending the fight, or just trapping someone so they could be immediately bursted down. For this kind of like face rush lineup, that's where the effect of the Tusk comes in. And then this was kind of like a trademark signature Liquid win, almost like the vintage Liquid from last year. Kind of, they managed to take fights. They have someone who takes objectives. At least one hero takes objectives very quickly. So leverage the mobility. There's some vision going on. They managed to get numbers to these fights and finish them off very quickly and take. I mean, in a patch where everyone wants to be kind of, it seems to be playing a little bit slower, going a bit more for late game. Seeing 24-minute finishes. I mean, can't count too many of those in the recent weeks. So, good draft from Liquid and good execution. I mean, that lane did go a little bit rocky, but at the same time, though, I feel like even if that combo was working out and you're committing 2 heroes up there, if you're getting killed and you're not able to get farm on heroes that need some kind of early farm mention, then that money, as Fox said, went into a hood as well, which might not have been the greatest for him against that lineup. Ends up being an issue, and they just kind of got run over. So.
But just getting run over really tell us that much. I mean, the draft was good. They played aggressively, but Vega could still come out with something next game, right? Or was that just a dominant performance?
No. They'll probably look over the replay and look where they did things wrong. Maybe the hood, as you said.
The hood?
Wasn't
one hood purchase was the end of them?
That wasn't the only thing. It's small mistakes everywhere, right? And you have to fix your mistakes. So I think Vega can bounce back for sure.
Okay. Good to hear. Good to hear. Jack, what would you recommend?
I think they're going to have to draft a little bit differently to match what appears to be Liquid style at this point. Maybe they don't go with something that's, say, a little bit slower, depends more on lanes, or is kind of ulti based. I mean, they need the Warlock Rock. Lina's ult has a short cooldown, but they kind of need that to be able to kill anybody in a fight. And then you had obviously Legion Commander like ults. So basically, without those ults, you need a Fatal Bonds plus a good set of nukes to be able to turn a fight around. But if you have a lineup that's coming at you from different directions, you're not necessarily, presenting a front for the Warlock to be able to Fatal Bonds or rock into, for the nukes to go into either. You're kind of fighting a bunch of one-on-ones sometimes, especially with the Tusk, and you need heroes who are more suited to that. So maybe Vega tries to draft a little bit differently here, or maybe they start banning differently as well.
All right, well, maybe we could take a look at exactly where it went wrong for Vega. Can we scroll this forward a little bit? I'm not at where I want to be. Scroll forward. The replay. Nope. No, don't show that. That's private information, for God's sake. Look away, children. Can't just the replay. Oh, Lord. There we go.
There you go, Flex.
Oh, don't give me one of those. Okay, so draw it out for me, boys. What do we got here? Give me a pause.
This is a fight onto the...
So pause.
Pause, please.
So...
Jesus Christ.
Yeah? Talk?
Okay, let's do a circle with these.
I'm ready.
So we get the rock right here.
Yes.
So this is the dilemma that you see. You see the Lycan is already in the back lines going onto the Warlock, so there's no way he can get off upheaval or anything. They'll have to cast one round of spells and instantly die. And then you see they're going on to Aloha Dance from behind as well. So the fight, Vega wants the fight to take place over here where they could dump all their AoE into one spot. But at this point, Liquid is already coming from different directions, and some of them are coming from the high ground shrine as well. So they're going to concentrate their fire in this area here, as you can see with Afterlife and the spells. But at this point, the backline is already being ravaged. Kuroki manages to not be in that. It's just mind control. And then Miracle's not going to die. He didn't absorb the brunt of that spell. He blinked out before this fight started as well because he knew that there was going to be a fight there. But at this point, yeah, the lines have just completely broken. This is a very
sad Lina right there.
And those are situations where heroes like TA, heroes like Lycan, heroes like Tusk that can, you know, help with these one-on-ones just absolutely excel. And then at this point, look, Aloha Dance is so out of places to run that he's running towards the enemy base at this point to try to desperately get away from this fight. So at that point, just, you know, just totally broken lines and yeah, some of the faces say it best, I guess.
Indeed, indeed. Well, overall, exciting game coming out there. And we got to see some complete throwdown domination.
No, but it's as Jack said as well, the fight got very split up after the rock came down, and it favored Team Liquid, like the skirmishes and everything, right? So it's well played from Team Liquid, I guess. Even though the rock, like, it hit 3 people, missed Kuroki though, which I think it was important because he gets all his disables off, which lowers the damage output during like the fatal bonds and the rock coming down.
And at the same time, it never feels good. Like if you're gonna commit a rock onto Kuroki or something, like it just never feels good doing that, right? And even if you do it with the Lycan, like depending on where you're taking that fight, he can just run right around, or you know, he's not gonna be around to stick in there. So it's just it was tough for Vega to fight that game, even though they did okay in the lanes.
Our viewers have heard a lot from us, but let's hear something from them and take a look at the MVP vote of the game. Here we go. Miracle with a 37%. Is that warranted, boys? Was he the MVP?
Not in my opinion. I think GH had a really good game on Tusk. He had very good snowball saves, very good ice shards, caused a lot of disruption. Miracle had a good game though, for sure, but I would give it to like the support on Tusk.
I have to give it to GH here. And then Miracle didn't even have his Deso for kind of the finishing chunk of that game, right? Because the courier was sniped. So, you know, Miracle did what he needed to do, and the trap certainly helped with vision and him being able to snipe some heroes, or at least be a threat that Vega had to respond to. But I give it to GH. I think that was a great Tusk, and you just saw, I mean, I wish I could go back and count how many times those shards pinned someone down either in the corner or that they had to face the Lycan, and there's no way, they were doomed basically at that point. So.
Well, I have to agree with you. That Tusk play, man, it was like more of a Earthshaker almost. The pinning, the aerial denial. It's pretty hyped stuff. I can see why it's becoming a pretty big favor here in Dota 2.
Yep.
Yes, indeed. Well, next game should be starting any moment now. Until then, gentlemen, what are you doing tomorrow?
Well,
tomorrow we're off.
Oh, I have a lot of IRL stuff I need to do.
Such as?
Fix summer timers on my car, which is like a month late.
It's snowing today, man.
I guess, yeah. But they should, by law, almost be on already. Cut my hair, I think.
Cut your hair?
Yeah.
It's looking great.
Fix his broken leg from...
Yeah.
Get a
Go
cast.
to the hospital.
Get a...
I need to fix a washing machine as well.
Wow, Jesus, you're having a real man day tomorrow.
Yeah.
Car work, machine work, hair cuttering.
I don't know.
Me and Jack are just going to be sat in our rooms playing Dota, right, buddy?
Yeah, I'm going to be playing a disgusting amount of Dota tomorrow, that's for sure.
Have you recovered any MMR yet?
No. I'm still
tomorrow.
I'm still sure. We'll get back. We'll get back.
How far until the double down is back?
Should be soon. Should be another day or two. So I'm ready for the next double down.
Jack's depravity has continued. How many games has it been since you got here to DreamLeague?
I've probably played, I don't know, a good 50 or 60 games so
far. Hey, what is this? We have a draft and we have a war room?
What up, fools?
What up, fool?
Yeah.
So there's a ban onto Lycan this time.
Wait, they banned Lycan?
Lycan ban?
Yeah,
you banned Lycan after that last game. Jeez.
Yeah, I get the Warlock out. Oh, Slider.
Warlock.
Slider.
Oh, Fogged.
You've muted yourself, Fogged. What have you done?
What have you done, Fogged?
What is he saying?
Check
I
out
can
your
barely
box.
hear him.
Right.
Touch him, Owen.
I need to touch your box.
Get in there. Touch his box. Zoom in, please.
Yeah, bring it out, Fogged. Yeah, just give it a flick.
Flick it on, Fogged.
Turn it back on. Yeah, nice. Good job, Fogged. He's
not done it
yet.
Come on, Fogged.
He's having performance issues.
All right.
Right, anyway, Warlock, where's this guy?
That happens to the best of us.
I was going down here. I don't know why I'm walking over there. Warlock down in the safe lane. Where's my Slider?
Stand next to... Can you just aim it at the tree a little bit? It's like, you know, don't just do it in the middle of the room.
Watch out, for they're going to see it on camera.
Don't look down! Don't look down! Oh! Get that camera away! Oh!
Oh, you saw the cord!
No!
The umbilical's still attached.
Oh my God, the baby! The baby's in trouble!
The zoom in, the zoom out.
Oh, it's too zoomed!
That's a bit too close in on the D. We got off the Dota. Right, anyway, Slardar. I'm looking for Slardar here. I found another kind of fish down there. All right, here we go.
Okay, there we go. Now we'll get back to work.
That was a world. We dropped like 5 innuendos, suggestive phrases in like 30 seconds.
Actually, we're not putting that on the
that was
offlane. Don't
impressive.
be silly.
Owen, what are you doing?
What are you doing, dude? You need fog.
Falling apart without me.
That's a roaming
That's okay.
Slardar. He's going to be all over the place.
Roaming Slardar.
We'll put him in the river, where most... I mean, what kind of fish is Slardar? It's kind of like an aggressive tuna, I'd say.
He's the deep water fish.
He's a merman. Yeah, he's a
merman.
He's got that light, right? What are they called?
A merman.
Anglerfish or whatever.
Yeah, he's an anglerfish. Although technically he is a slitherine.
A slitherine.
Yes. Anyway, Omni Knight going to be picked up for Team Liquid. Have seen a lot of GH Omni Knight in the past. Quite a good player.
Oh, you got the Omni?
Oh, they use it support, not offlane?
Oh,
Sometimes.
actually, yeah. Is that who's playing the Omni?
It's actually a good point because Liquid have played Slardar on mind control a lot.
Yeah.
So
yeah, kind of break this because most teams now obviously preferring Slardar in that position 4 rather than the offlane. But I think with Liquid, I think you're right. I think
it's a possibility.
I mean, we might see Liquid change it up. Of course, you know we've not seen that much Liquid recently, so
yep,
could certainly go either way.
I like the Rubik pickup from Vega though.
Yeah.
Very good spells to steal from Omni Knight, like all of them. Crash is also good. Warlock, Fatal Bonds, Rock.
Yeah.
Very good pickup for sure.
Right, but Omni Knight's good against Rubik in some ways too. Repel is great early game against Rubik.
Yeah, you can run him down. Rubik isn't the best hero to like push people out of lane, so yeah.
Venge,
Very
too.
true.
A Vengeful Spear. Don't tell me that's going to be one of them
Thumbs up there,
carry
right?
Venges.
Oh yeah, we've got V on the top
V's
shelf.
there.
Top shelf.
Top Shelf V.
Top shelf Venge.
Alright.
That's going to be what a Matu Venge.
Yeah,
I
I think so.
Matu Venge.
Yeah.
So they're putting him on some like tempo controlling, objective taking heroes. So the like in first game and now the Vengeful Spirit.
Yeah, the classic minus armor strat, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, really. I mean, TA seems to be kind of the missing piece of the puzzle once again, but it will be banned out, of course, from Vega Squadron. Would have been very nice for Liquid. I think the other big physical damage dealer you've got to look towards is maybe a Miracle getting his hands on the Shadow Fiend. I think that certainly could be a very viable potential for Liquid.
Especially
or, of course,
with the Omni Knight.
Yeah, SF and Omni, you're good to go.
So Ursa.
Right.
So I like that Vega's last 3 bans have been Liquid's lineup from last game. With this Liquid draft, though, they could go many different directions this last game. They could go with a big core, something like a Medusa or something like that, because there's lack of damage maybe, and like melee cores up against Medusa, and they have so much save. They've got the Avenge, obviously, but also the Omni and Warlock to be able to keep that big core alive. So Liquid might go with a completely different look in this game. I'm very curious to see what they're thinking for this last core.
Vega's going for like more. I mean, the Ursa tells me just more fast-paced. Like they're just because of the way that last game happened, they're trying to be able to fight early on, match Liquid's aggression. But looking a little awkward to me, just looking at Vega's 4 heroes.
How are you going to pick an Ursa into an Omni Knight team? That's a rough sell right there, right?
But this is what VP was doing, right? They were putting the Ursa in like a 1v1 matchup versus the Omni Knight a lot.
Ah, okay.
And then they were putting like some aggro kind of things. I guess it was just like a very good mirror matchup versus him.
But that is assuming, of course, that Omni is going to be in the core role, which we don't know with Liquid.
We still don't know.
It could be GH on the Omni, as we mentioned. But no, GH Slardar is also really good.
Yeah, I think we're gonna swap them.
Well, we're going to swap them. Yeah, GH Slardar is pretty tight. I'm sure, you know, Mind Control knows a thing or two about the offlane Omni.
This Death Prophet ban coming out from Liquid is pretty good, I think, as well. I think it was VP during the Kiev Major used this like Ursa Death Prophet push. Or Ursa to fight and Death Prophet to push with and create a timing around. So I like this ban from Liquid for sure.
Yeah?
I think Vega is looking for some push core.
Sure.
Can hit towers.
Something to protect around the Roshan pit too, right? With your Ursa, you'd ideally want that. And I think Death Prophet would have been a decent option to at least like guard that if they want to go for it. But it does get banned out.
I maybe even like to see something like G Magnus come out this game. You know, in the past, he can play quite a phenomenal mid Magnus. Shadow Fiend being the ban out, I like that as well. You know, yes, I think that would have really done well as Liquid's final pick. Again, the Invoker is kind of the one that really glares out to me. Being Miracle's hero, or even the Ember Spirit. You know, Ember Spirit is still there. Incredibly strong hero at the moment. Miracle as well would be very confident in pulling it out.
If they do
So-
go VP's direction, they could potentially be a mid Ursa as well.
It could be, yeah, G Ursa. But I think I think a lower dance is, I'd say that the player that would more say, let me play it, let me play it. But we'll see. Yeah, you could definitely be right, Jack. They could definitely switch around the lanes. We'll see from Vega what they want to grab for G.
I feel like they might just still go Lina.
Yeah, Lina's a safe bet as well.
Lina, Quap,
Maybe not after that last game because of how hard she got ran at, though.
They could also play Core Silencer. It's something that these teams
They
can
have
do.
done that.
Core Silencer could be an answer to the Omni Knight as such.
Not too bad against Warlock, too.
Yeah. Having the global could be pretty massive, and G can certainly play a good core, good mid silencer.
I would say this game is probably not the co-op game. Right?
Yeah,
It's banned out.
Yeah, okay, thank goodness.
So
And
they take the
Invoker.
Invoker for themselves.
That's smart. So,
okay,
so you're limiting Miracle's options here.
And they have the setup for the global potential with Legion Commander. I think
Yeah.
I was seeing some stats before that. I think Nahaz maybe tweeted it, that Invoker with Legion Commander or Nick, some type of global setups, has actually had the higher win rates, while it's just Invoker
Miracle
alone
play?
has had a pretty low win rate, actually.
Behold.
Hello.
No, he's not saying. He's a behold.
Oh.
Hey, maybe
Thanks,
Miracle
man.
could even whip out something like the mid Timbersaw. You've got a couple of melee cores that you can play around quite nicely. You are massively limited in what's left in terms of options.
Yeah, but as Timbersaw, I thought he was pretty bad against Ursa, because Ursa is one of the few that can actually right-click him down pretty
I guess, yeah, if you have the lockdown, and they do have lockdown on Vega Squadron, that's right, yeah.
I'd like him to get something that benefits from the minus armor.
For sure,
still.
it's just
something like
he's
that.
very limited. I mean, he could certainly pick up Lina himself, and then you've got a good balance of the magical burst, and because of that minus armor and the fast attack speed.
What do you think, Jack? You're still on like the Medusa?
You think it's got to
type
be
thing?
some kind of like tanky, big core, physical damage dealer, and no, not sure if there are too many heroes that fit that description.
I think Emma Spirit definitely still one that to watch over, but hey, I guess playing it into the Invoker and the catch of the Legion, I think it's really hard, and you can see Liquid using their time up here. A lot of options have been taken away from this mid lane.
I just want something that, you know, benefits from the repel and also can use the minus armor that they already have for them.
Is OD an option, maybe?
Classic OD
do you
Omni
still
combo.
Wow.
Hey-oh.
Doesn't really take advantage of the minus armor, but the pure damage makes Feroche with minus armor as well, I guess.
Just fit some of those other requirements and some save, obviously, for the
Yep.
Legion as well. And Invoker combos, potentially. I'm taking up all their time here, going down to the wire.
Hell yeah. And they got penalty time, too. 3, 2,
What's it gonna
1.
be?
Random. Marana.
Ooh,
Wait, wait.
I don't think we could have
interesting.
guessed that one.
No, we certainly would not have
I'm
suggested
pretty
that.
sure that was a random.
No, I mean, it's obviously back. There was a phase where Mirana mid was the hot stuff. You know, you get that axe and such, just a lot of good bursts. But I think this is just pretty much a symptom of the fact that so many relevant mid laners were banned. You
Yeah.
are limited. And Miracle Mirana.
This is mixed magical
Miracle
damage
Marana.
with beneficial from the minus armor. So it's gonna, yeah, we'll see.
He has been
Okay.
playing this a decent amount, actually. He's built this into a lot of Mirana's now are transitioning more to physical damage after that early axe, just because the magic burst really limits you. You have to get close to deal damage later on. So that's something that Liquid has run recently. We could see them do that again. And
So you're feeling Liquid.
it's hard for me to say after that last game. All right, I'm gonna go with Liquid.
Okay. You feeling that Liquid flow? Or are you going to be taking a bite out of Vega?
Yeah, Liquid impressed me in game 1, so yeah, I'll go with Liquid.
Here's the host's job to pick the other one and even things out. But I like winning more than I like being generous, so I'm going to go with Team Liquid as well. All right, so that will be it for our predictions, ladies and gentlemen. Get ready for the final game of the day, casted by OD Pixel and Fogged. Enjoy.
Yeah, hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. The final game of the day, Vega Squadron up against Liquid. And again, a lot of exciting things to watch out for this time round. We're seeing the Miracle Mirana come through. Is he going to make it work?
I think so.
Right.
I think it's he knows like the matchups, right? Like he probably understands Invoker is not the greatest in the laning phase. He does take a little bit to get online with. If he goes for the Wex build, he has the alacrity, but Mirana can do pretty well. If you're very good at last hitting, you can put some pressure onto the Invoker as well with some rotations coming in. So we'll see how he's able to approach it. They also have like the old combo that we used to see a lot was the Fatal Bonds with the Mirana Starstorm. It's a lot of different like burst damage potential. And
that's true.
Yeah, we'll see how he's able to make it work. Because I haven't seen Mirana in quite a long time.
No,
I kind of miss it.
It's a flashy hero. It's a lot of fun. We may see some very clutch arrows connecting, and it's definitely a lineup from Liquid that if the game ends up going the same way as Game 1 did, their 5-man is going to be pretty terrifying once they hit the 6s on the supports and such. But here we go. Worth noting as well, so what are we seeing the Slardar? So it is GH Slardar, and it will be the Mind Controller Omni Knight, which is certainly the more common way to position the heroes, but as we said, Liquid definitely can play them the other way around.
So they're going for an aggressive lane already, right off the bat off Liquid. And Seoma, he is smoked up. The smoke does break, though. They get eyes on him, and oh my goodness, he's going to die here for sure.
Absolutely. Telekinesis into the crush. He's out and down. And they'll let that go the way of Miracle as well. Good control there from Liquid, making sure the Miracle gets the bonus gold. Gives them that little bit of a bonus in this mid lane matchup.
Yeah, that's a great start.
Yeah.
Being able to get, he's going to have an early Ring of Aquila, extra regen being brought up versus the Invoker, so he'll actually be able to put pressure. And they know that since the Rubik was down there, there's more than likely a ward, and they dewarded instantly, so Matu gets a little surge of money too. 618 gold already leading for Liquid.
Every little helps.
Yep.
If they can get an early lead and keep going, it's going to be scary for Vega Squadron.
Vega is recognizing that they're going to go aggro, though, so they're making their adjustment and sending Ursa top.
I was going to say, you want to dodge this. You do not want to have Ursa farming against these three. Incredibly in-your-face lineup from Liquid.
And Liquid claims 3 bounty runes.
Not the start that Vega would have held on for, especially after coming in. Oh, I love that as well. Oh, please do it. Please do it, Mind Control. You're such a He won't. He really will not.
There's no way.
Go on, build it. Do it. If he builds Naked Battle Fury, that is going to be the best thing I've ever seen.
That's an Owen staple right there. The safe lane hero with the Battle Fury, no matter what hero it is.
Honestly. I think the players are cotton on to the fact that they can mess with us casters by queuing up whatever they want. They know we're going to talk about it, and he's already removed it from the quick buy. What a tease.
So Miracle right away playing very aggressive onto G, just giving him constant restless. GH coming in, gets the stun. Are they going to get the arrow follow-up? They're not. The creep gets it.
The creep wave blocking it off it. Telekinesis dragged back onto GH. Not quite enough damage to bring him down. G backs up. Sal's up. Yeah, that would have been a bit of a nightmare if that creep hadn't been there to block the arrow.
I like that they're being super aggressive, though. They know, CM's just going to jungle at the start, so let's make some aggressive moves. GH is just going to run around, cause some havoc.
That is some pretty interesting stats there as well with Invoker. In certain pairings with the Rubik and the CM, sub 50% win rate, but with a Legion Commander, that shoots up to a 70% win rate. 15-6 at the moment when you have an Invoker and a Legion on your team in pro gaming.
Yeah.
Very strong combination.
I saw that one being, like, someone was tweeting that one earlier. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it was Nahaz or Nox, but yeah, they were both talking about how when Invoker has that kind of setup for the Sunstrikes globally, and someone else to just, like, get the experience for it as well, it's really beneficial for them, and is probably the best way to work the hero in.
Bottom life. Afterlife. Seeing what he can poke and prod at.
Not able to get much CS.
Not
only
at all.
3.
Matuma Man at the top of the moment, 12 for 1. How are we seeing on the other side lane? Well, we've got what? The Omni Knight causing a little issues for the Ursa. But you say overall this is certainly the lane pairing and lane matchup that Vega would want in this if they could choose.
This is what VP was doing in Kiev. They were putting the Ursa versus the Omni Knight now in trouble, gets lifted up, gets bited. He should be brought down pretty easily here.
Absolutely. Purification ain't going to save you from the stacks building up as the lower dance comes in with the big old swipes. Takes down the first kill here for the lineup of Vega. And yeah, I mean, with that in mind, he has to be so careful in lane, this Omni Knight. Mid lane, Miracle, fishing for the arrow connection. Doesn't quite get onto G.
He's bullying him pretty hard, though, just standing on his hill. Bottom lane, pressure onto Afterlife.
Should be a dead Legion. They have to crush follow through. Press the attack. Will it be enough to get him out? Shouldn't be with the Shadow Word. Ticking him down. He's got no regen on him, only a poor man's shield. And GH will come in close to make sure they finish it off. At the same time, though, in the mid lane, G, on minimal health, gets the kill with a rotation coming in from the Rubik to help him secure it. So they bring down Miracle. Kills being traded left, right, and center across the map. Immediate smoke purchase as well from Rubik, continuing to want to make these rotations succeed.
Denies the regen rune from GH.
I see Mind Control won't be able to quite chase down the CM. GH has to be a bit careful with this Rubik still in the neighborhood. We're moving around on very low life.
I think they want to put some pressure onto him, though.
Certainly thinking about it. But they won't want to chase him too high up onto the high ground. Oh yeah, this mid lane, as you said, Miracle with the lead still. But of course that kill that G picked up on him will certainly even off the trading in terms of gold overall.
Yeah, getting the early first blood from Miracle is just really helping. Having that Ring of Aquila, he has higher base armor than an Invoker anyway, so as long as he just keeps the harassment going, that's how you really pressure Invoker. You just keep right-clicking him, have him be put on the defensive, so he has to use that Quas to regen up rather than always having the Exort on them. But now, G has the Alacrity finished up, so he's going to be able to CS just fine. But now Miracle with a DD, he stopped canceling the arrow, he's trying to go for something, but...
Oh, if he... Yeah, we'll see if we can hit anything big here. He's certainly thinking about attempting it, isn't he, from this angle? Up on the high ground.
He's trying.
And yeah, G with a classy sidestep. Not be caught out. As you can see, yeah, these right clicks.
That DD right click.
Yeah, forcing G right back. It's got to be careful here. No rotations coming out from Liquid yet to help Miracle in this mid lane. So not putting too much pressure in that sense on G's Invoker. As Vega Squadron, they've been the one to receive backup in the mid lane, trying to punish Miracle. And again, look at this, 3 heroes looking towards Miracle. Really wanting to make a go on him. He's hiding actually in the trees here by Vega's side, will be spotted out, and everything being thrown down. He will get the leap off in time, but he's not going to get himself away as they do pick up the kill. So Vega Squadron really putting everything in on securing this mid lane, and in terms of killing off Miracle, it's certainly working. Yeah,
they're probably like, you know, Afterlife Legion Commander, this hero just needs levels, right?
Yeah.
Just he can nuke out just as much as possible. He's got CM Aura to be able to deal with the sustain down bottom. Ursa versus Omni Knight 1v1, Ursa wins that very handily.
It's going great for a low.
They have the liberty of just moving around. Another smoke used. They've gone through 2 already. They have their 3rd one in their inventory too. They're just kind of trying to keep this pressure going as much as possible.
Kroki might just be dead. I mean, with the phase boots, Aloha Dance just chasing him down. The heal comes in. He just needs one more touch, and Kuroki's going to be out. The DGN Aura slowing him down, turns his attention towards Mind Control, and that will be enough to hold him back from Kuroki for the time being. He's still thinking about diving in. Bottom lane, that's going to be where the real action happens. They're closing on to Matuma Man. And I got to say, this Rubik CM combination making a lot of really key rotations. They've managed to shut down mid, and now heading down to the bottom, step things back up for Afterlife, getting him involved in a kill.
Yeah, burning through a lot of their smokes, but that's what you need to do as a Rubik CM. You look at these 2 heroes, their dominance is when they hit like level 3 pretty much early on, and they need to just make it work, and they're doing a good job right now of pressuring the lanes.
That's some great support rotations from Vega Squadron.
Level 4 on CM, almost level 4 on Rubik. GH gonna find Silent out. They get a double crush.
Yeah, very nicely done it. They're looking for the follow-up. The heal onto Silent, allowing them to turn. Good overwhelming odds nuke. Bringing Matuma Man down low. They're not going to be able to finish off the CM. Sunstrike isn't going to connect. Matuma Man continues to chase down, but Silent just turns around, so whacks him in the face there with his Crystal Rod of Hell. And they'll take another. These supports just causing havoc at the moment for Liquid, making it very hard for them to get anything done in the lanes.
He's got Arcane Boots already on the Rubik. And now another smoke, so they've expended all 3 smokes now, early game for Vega, just trying to fix their laning scenario. And they're doing it, I mean, it's almost 1,000 gold lead right now coming out into the 7-minute mark. Going again, setting up behind G's Invoker.
Here we go with the smoky pokey.
Matu now doesn't want to go back bottom because he's just like, all right, these rotations are really hurting me. I'm going to go make some plays.
Yeah.
I want to get involved. GH making the move on mid.
Oh, that is a dead Invoker. No escape for this boy. Crush into the arrow. Miracle quickly out of there again with the haste rune. As, yes, the rotation to come through and catch G off guard. And not expecting that at all.
Yes, Sayoma and Silent had literally just moved away from that mid lane, trying to make it their way toward top, but...
That's a dead Warlock. Aloha Dance. You've got to be so careful how close you get to him. Let's see if they can punish it. Frostbite onto Matuma Man. Aloha Dance taken out. So they do get the kill in return, and certainly the bigger one for Liquid, taking down Aloha on the position 1 Ursa. And only sacrificing KuroKy for it. Already the definitely the beginnings are there for this game to pan out again, to be as high octane and action-packed as game 1 was. There's high mobility from both teams, causing a lot of action to end up coming out at the start. You can see a lower dance at the top of the net worst still, but the next 3 following up are all over on the side of Liquid. Still early days though.
Yeah, Liquid overall has like, they have 2 crisper like lanes of like last hitting, but the rotations coming out from Vega are what's keeping them just slightly ahead right now. And of course the Ursa dominance over the Omni Knight. Almost having Vlad's finished up on Aloha.
Miracle trying for the arrows. Has the arcane rune, so absolutely worth a shot. Does need to be a bit careful. Pots the Moonlight Shadow straight away, but the sentry is down. Silent's going to be able to find the lock here with the Frostbite, Telekinesis, and Deafening Blast holding him in the Sunstrike. And Vega punished the movement. Silent, beautifully done there, ready with the detection.
He's level 6 pre-10 minutes on Crystal Maiden as well. Silent's having a definitely a good game, getting more accustomed to the support role.
Bottom line, things starting to get a bit heated. Is mind control and GH. I'm up at the potential of making a go. Lower dance and Shioma. Ready for the 2v2.
He used his Enrage just before, and they are aware of that, so Matu's coming down.
Is a dead Ruben. Walks in range of the Magic Missile. A lot of stun, a lot of control, a lot of burst from Liquid. And a lower dance, he taps himself out of the bottom lane. Says he does not want to be part of that. He wants to join the action up top. As Afterlife would love to move in position for a duel. Poor old little KuroKy is the target again. We've seen the big old bear run him down a few times already, and it's going to happen again here. KuroKy, no escape from the clutches of the Ursa. As the kill is taken, bottom lane, Liquid look for some sort of a trade in terms of picking up a tower for the loss of their leader. And they should find it. Afterlife will also find the opportunity to put some pressure onto the tier 1 top.
I like how aggressive Liquid's being though, even though they're at quite a deficit right now. They're at least making like lots of movements around trying to match Vega's moves, but Vega just a little bit ahead of that. Vlad's finished up now for the Ursa, runs directly into the Roche pit. Will Liquid be aware of this one? I don't believe that they will be.
Yeah, they're actually, well, a couple of TPs up to the top lane. We'll see if Miracle throws an arrow. That's going to be the real kind of giveaway if he scouts for this. But if he does, it's going to be almost certainly too late. A couple more swipes, and Roshan is down. A lower dance picks up the Aegis for the team, and Vega Squadron off to a much hotter start here than in game 1.
Yep, all 3 smoke rotations coming out from their supports early on. One of them didn't end up working, but the other ones are have definitely worked and surged them into that small little advantage. Now they have Aegis Ursa, they've got Midas on Invoker, but speaking of Invoker...
Oh, and he hasn't used his Midas. He hasn't used his Midas. G. Oh no. Value being lost here. He's getting bashed. He's going to get taken down. G's out, and he didn't use his Midas. It's going to hurt. They do lose Matuma Man for it, and also KuroKy getting beat down once again. Aloha Dance has got a taste for old men, as that Warlock consistently getting hunted. Miracle, repelled up by Mind Control. They're trying to man up, find Afterlife. He has got an arrow. He's not going to throw out as of yet, and doesn't want to dive any deeper. They'll turn for the easier kills. They've got the crush set up onto Silent, burst him down with a Purification Bomb. Showman the Slayer goes for the steal, has managed to steal the Purify here, press the attack, and there we go with the own Purification nuke to make sure that the duel's won, but Mind Control in return again, another Purification, bringing down Afterlife with the bash of his hammer. And let's see if they can get out. KuroKy turns up, throws down the chaotic offering, and the upheaval G. Oh no, yeah, he's still not used his Midas. Oh no, and he dies again. Oh,
that feels so bad.
That has got to feel incredibly bad.
I mean, they're still doing okay on net worth, but oh, not letting him use his Midas.
That efficiency lost.
Aloha chasing down the Inferno. He's gonna be able to bring it down with the right clicks, and he gets it. Nice little surge of money for him at least.
Oh, poor old Invoker.
At least he respawns quick.
Could we just see him use that Midas? I'm actually going to watch middle lane as Lower Dance gets caught out by the Magic Missile. Silent is there to back him up. Oh, his TP's on cooldown as well. He's got no quick way to get out and use it.
Oh, it's so sad.
Value being lost here.
Bible fun. Oh, They do get the tower denied, though, in the mid lane.
Here we go, G.
So they are able to group up a little bit.
He's
but
ready for this.
we're watching him. All right, let's watch him use the Midas.
Come on, G. No, don't waste time hitting creeps, mate. There we go.
Jesus.
They gave me a bit of a panic there. GH on the hunt. Very close to his Blink Dagger. 200 gold away for the Slaughter.
He is extremely farmed on the Slaughter. All of his rotations doing 2-0 and 6. No deaths. Yep. Oh, gee. He's in some trouble.
Well, he used his Midas, so it's all good.
That's very scary, though. Like, even though...
He has died, what, 3 times in, like, 3 minutes?
3 times in 3 minutes. GH has a Blink Dagger at 13 minutes.
Oh, man.
Because of these 2 towers cleaned up and all of his rotations working out. Kuroki again. Oh, my God. Aloha just is... Actually, just
I swear,
Aloha's bullying
he really
Kuroki,
is.
and GH is bullying G.
I think he must have killed him like 5 times on this bear. He has just been straight in the grill of this Warlock.
Soldier's fortune.
Oh, what do we got here? Miracle's 4th game on Mirana. He's only 1-2, 33% win rate. Damn. All 3 of those games are since he's been on Liquid. Interesting.
The blink reveal, and they get actually brought down pretty hard by the Ursa.
Yeah, Lower Dance with a very strong turnaround there. Turns it with the Enrage. Gets 2. Can they get more? Sunstrike? It's not going to connect. Lower Dance looking for the chase down. Got the cover of Moonlight Shadows. They try and get themselves away. Turn around with the Magic Missile. Not quite enough damage, but the upheaval will stop them from looking for more. But yeah, very nice, quick and easy turnaround. Oh, the Wave of Terror there onto the Fatal Bonds targets will bring down Silent.
So that was the blink reveal and the mech reveal for Liquid, and they actually end up losing 2 heroes quickly. Matu getting pressured down with the Purification coming out from Seoma. They get the swap out.
Yeah, Column dropped onto 2 and again. GH comes in with a 2-man crush. Let's see if they can finish him off a second time. They're ready to surround him. Aloha Dance, he'll try and run, but the chain stun's there. He's out and down.
Afterlife during all that, farming top, almost got his Blink Dagger, but Liquid looking to be a little more cohesive as a unit than Vega is. Vega's just kind of running in as like 3 heroes over and over again, getting these kills, while Liquid is, more, for the most part, 4 or 5 heroes whenever these engagements happen.
This bear is rich, though. Ursa
he is very rich.
7.3k net worth, 15 minutes in.
Yeah, he's got his Blink Dagger, got the Vlads finished up.
He's making up for where G's fallen behind, because G's still struggling in the money department. Needs some more time on this Invoker, after being heavily punished in these mid-game fights, as we've seen. Well, there's your blink, and this is where we start to see the Invoker Legion synergy come across. They get a few duel into Sunstrike kills. G's just going to ride himself straight back up the financial ladder.
Yep. Kuroki going for some solo smoking and putting some wards down in the enemy jungle. He's even got one really far deep on the left side of the map. So double blinks are ready. Looks like they're trying to get aggressive with it, with Afterlife. Mind control, pressed up very far. He might be the target.
And he certainly will be. No escape for the Omni Knight. Just the blink burst potential of those 2 heroes is pretty impossible for any of Liquid's members to stop. They get a duel, they're going to get the kill. Now will connect. GH, thinking about the jump in, will come in for the crush. Doesn't want to hang around for any further commitment, though. As Vega standing strong in the middle lane. This Ursa becoming a massive issue. If he gets a good timing on the Basher as well, it's going to be so scary for Liquid. Anyone that comes within an inch of this Ursa will die. A very painful death as he rips them to piece limb by limb.
This is like the Aloha show.
Yeah.
He's actually just running in and causing so much aggression. Matu gets a swap onto Seoma.
Yeah, Shoma falling low. The burst will be there to turn it around. In fact, Matuma's going to be the first to fall. Shoma heal up by the press the attack. 6 charges as well, keeping the Rubik alive. Jump in from Aloha Dance, looking for his target again. Look who he's found. He's found Kuroki. The GA this time will come out from mind control, keeping Kuroki alive, but only just as he tried to back to the stolen GA. Shoma the Slayer, allowing them to keep going. Jump again in from Aloha Dance, but he doesn't have the vision. Kuroki will be able to walk it off under the cover of Moonlight Shadow. But the turnaround once again is there from Vega Squadron. They take the tower, and they're ready to barrel down the mid lane and look for more.
Seoma as well, like these two, Seoma and Aloha this game have really been carrying their weight super heavily. Like this Purification steals every single fight he's had it, so he's able to get the burst potential and the heal potential coming out from his teammates. There he steals Guardian Angel. It was toward the end of the fight, but still, he is definitely leading the charge, and he was the one making the calls for those early movements and rotations as well. GH in position, trying to get initiation, double crush.
Very nice double crush. We'll see what they can do. Press the attack onto Lower Dance, trying to save the counting off and drop down. They'll go for the duel, and immediately they find the Slardar. They have lost to Lower Dance. Thermal to a man, trying to man up onto G, bursting down with the magic missile. The turnaround there, Show Me the Slayer and Silent, bringing him to a man down there with a frostbite into the Fade Bolt. He's out and down. Jump forward from Miracle with the Starfall. Show Me the Slayer taken down. Miracle grabs the double kill. Silent trying to get himself out of here. Miracle, is he going to be able to chase this? Does have the leap in 8 seconds, and while with the TP across from Mind Control, they should find the CM as well as Miracle picks the triple kill up.
Can we have every game be like this?
Yeah,
This is 36 kills, 18 minutes. This is absurd how much they're actually just identically running at each other.
Back and forth as well. I mean, that little trade there certainly fixing some of the lead that Vega Squadron had in Miracle and Liquid's eyes. Liquid closing the gap back up. Miracle, 300 gold away from the Aghanims. Absolutely going to change these team fights. That is a massive amount of burst once that comes online.
Aloha getting aggressive again, looking for Matu. GH is in position. Oh, the press the attack catapult.
Look at it go. Wings of Fury.
Slightly late glyph coming out from Liquid there, so they do lose the tower. But man, Vega's definitely matching the aggression very well this game. It's pretty much both teams have like this one guy where they're trying to like kind of bring them back in, right? Like Matu right now is struggling a little bit. They get the duel onto Miracle though.
Yep, and that's a guaranteed kill. If they find that duel, they find the kill. No question about it. More damage, rounding up for Afterlife. Lower Dance leading the charge down the mid. They'll claim a tier 2 as well. As you mentioned, the glyph being whiffed. No defense here for Liquid.
He's got Basher finished up already too on the Ursa. He's massive.
20 minutes in.
10k net worth, 20 minutes. 5k gold lead. Being able to claim all these towers as well for Vega is super important. Like they've claimed 2 tier 2s already at the 20-minute mark with a lineup that you wouldn't really expect to be taking towers so heavily.
Yeah, look at this. This is this just been swapped to the base here. In fact, being blown out. The press attack comes out, gets the chance for the erase. Show Me the Slayer with the stolen swap save. Beautifully done there by the Rubik. Telekinesis holds back GH, and Vega are out of there. Very sweet disengaged attempt for the Show Me the Slayer. He may be punished as GH does grab him with the crush. Show Me the Slayer, can he steal anything tasty? Doesn't need to at the moment, just juking it out through the sidelines. There's the steal. He'll grab himself, I believe, the amplifier, lays it down in return. Liquid will surround him. But some admirable play there by the Rubik to save the Ursa.
He's actually playing super well. Like even the game before when he was playing Spirit Breaker, he was dying a couple of times, but he was making all the plays happen on the map. He was involved in like 16 of their 17 kills early on. This game again, 5, 5, and 10. He's in 15 of the 20 kills. His steals have been on point with the purifications there with the swap. Just very, very good performance coming out of Sayoma this series.
Blade Mail money is now there for Afterlife. Mid lane, the jump in's been made. The crush into the arrow. Lower Dance still, though, gets the chance to enrage. Starting to run away. The upheaval down for Kuroki, trying to slow him up. Lower Dance has the backup now. Press the attack from Afterlife, and now he turns. He rips into them. There's the duel as well, but he's down. The chaotic offering has been dropped. They've lost the Ursa on Vega Squadron. Now Liquid chasing for more. Afterlife with the amplifier upon him. Doesn't matter though, Liquid don't have the control. They've lost 1 for 1. Swap from Matuma Man brings Silent into the midst of them all as they crush the Crystal Maiden. Afterlife again in with the overwhelming odds nuke. The Sunstrike follow through as well. Slardar's out and down. Miracle trying to man up to the high ground. The Blade Mail done on Afterlife. Miracle has to be careful with his Starfall. Back away. Ends up being the 2 for 2. G now has the Aghanims complete. Definitely going to step up the team fight potential of Vega Squadron. But an offlaner and a support for a support and that position 1 Ursa. I mean, anytime that Ursa goes down and even trade, Liquid will be happy.
Catch us if you can.
Lots of burst coming out from Vega with the stolen spells. Like every single time, he always seems to have some type of nuke on top of the Fade Bolt with the Legion Commander overwhelming odds. It's just a lot of damage coming out.
I mean, there really are. It's a great game for the Rubik. There's so many spells that you can steal that are going to just offer a lot to these fights. We'll see if they get away with this.
They throw the scan on the hill. It does catch somebody. They do throw the Force Spirit as well. The smoke coming out, but it is a bit late.
Yeah, they don't get the jump in time, Liquid. Vega Squadron able to secure the Aegis once again for Aloha Dance.
And they're in.
They want to go. Aloha Dance is already looking for the jump. Straight towards the mid lane. Who's he going to find? Clear out the creeps first. The rest of Vega Squadron sweeping round with a push in the middle. Aloha Dance is hunting. He's hungry. He's looking for blood. He can smell it. He knows it's around the corner. Miracle and GH will be spotted out. There's the blink forward. Ooh, the blink out in time from GH. Won't allow the grab to be there. As it looks like immediately looking to skip the creeps down on the bottom lane. Trying to stop Vega Squadron getting away with this sort of a push. Mid lane out to low for the jumping. Can't close the gap on Matumba.
I love how aggressive they're being, though. I mean, this is what you want to be doing, ideally, with an Ursa. So this is what they're trying to do.
Here we go to start things off. The telekinesis into Magic Missile. The Sunstrike combination is whiffed here. Miracle actually gets the chance to jump away, but G, with a good two-man tornado, turns around with the Deafening Blast. They'll get one, and with the duel, they'll pick a second. Again, and the flashy plays come through, and it's not over yet for the side of Vega. They want more. Matumba Man's been found out. The GA and Repel being committed to try and save this Vengeful Spirit. But Aloha Dance for sure is going to want to chase. No Wave of Terror to throw back to stop the blink, so in comes the Aloha Dance. The swap will be there. Matumba Man up to the high ground, turns around with the Magic Missile. The Sunstrike, bam! It's on point from G, and Aloha Dance mans up again, turns around with the Fury Strikes, whips into the Omni Knight. And Vega Squadron getting all the kills that they could want. 4 dead on Liquid. The Aegis was popped, but Aloha Dance, he wants more. He's ready to dive tier 4s. He wants Kuroki. He's not going to do it, though. He's playing some sensible gaming now. We'll hold back. Liquid did manage to push the waves out. So a little limited in what Vega can do in terms of breaking high ground, but they've got the pressure on the bottom lane. Tier 1 to fall, and then move forward to the Tier 2.
Man, they're really just running in as a unit now. I like this play a lot from Vega. They are just bringing like 3 or 4 heroes every single time with the CM, the Rubik, and the Ursa. Like, look at the CM and Rubik's net worth. They are just involved in majority of these kills. Their scaling potential is getting higher. The drum finished up. The 4-step as well on the Crystal Maiden.
I like this as well. Rubik going for the Axe this game. Some very nice Axe pickups to steal this game.
Yeah, Global GA.
Yeah.
The Warlock Golem. The bench swap even is pretty good.
Nukes from Mirana. Still that Starfall. Very nice indeed.
They've got to keep this aggression up.
They do. They do. They've got an Ursa lineup. They need to continue to make it work. If they fall behind... I mean, well, I'm saying that. It is still a core Venge.
It is a core Venge.
It's not necessarily the best scaling from Liquid either. I think at any points of the game, we could have fights that go either way. It's going to be very hard for a team to secure a solid lead and control over the late game. And there's the jump. GH looking to kick things off. It's a hard target to go on, and it's a scary one as well. That's a bear with double damage. You want to be very careful if you're Liquid. You don't want to poke the Fuzzy Wuzzy too much.
Yeah, they've got to get Matu involved on a bit more like kills, and like he needs to survive in some of these fights because he's falling pretty far behind.
I look at this Afterlife. Seeing if he could chase down Miracle there.
Very defensive wards coming out from Liquid, but also very aggressive wards coming out from Vega.
I didn't quite realize how poor Matumba Man was. I was like, wait, is GH playing the Venge? No, that is a Matu Venge, but the farm just is not there at all. He is pretty freaking poor. Less gold than the CM. I mean, maybe Silent is playing carry because he's got more net worth than Matumba. Back to his old role.
Bottom lane. Oh! Miracle just gets evaporated by the purification and all the different kind of nukes that they have. It just...
This, actually, yeah, we talked about it. Looking at these values, I don't see how Liquid can come back into this.
Yeah, I mean, it's getting very difficult the way that they're like options to be able to. Like,
yeah.
Because ideally, when they had the reveal of the mech on the Omni Knight and the blink on the Slaughter, that was their go time. But they actually got turned around, and they've lost so many objectives. They've lost all their outer towers, Owen.
I mean, the CM has more net worth than your position 1.
Yep.
Something's gone wrong there. I mean, Silent has been having a good game, but yeah, Matumba Man.
Uh-oh, mind control.
Struggled massively, and yeah, he is having a bit of a chill. And yeah, he's not surviving, and that is GA down the drain. Goodbye, sir.
And GA stolen.
Yeah. Oh, he stole it as well. Oh, my.
Yep.
I mean, this could not get any worse for Liquid. Well, it could. I mean, they can lose the game, but it's certainly on the verge of going that way. This is Vega Squadron with a 13K net worth lead.
I like Vega with this super aggressive lineup.
It's a lot of fun.
Really making it work. The supports, these two supports, honestly, I'm very impressed with both Sayoma and Silent this game.
All right. I mean,
swap coming into the arrow.
But he just takes it off, and there's the GA. They're ready to fight Vega Squadron. Immediate telekinesis into the duel, brings down one. And that was Matumba. Oh, there goes your carry. He will be carried back in a casket as he is dead for 35 seconds. Does have a buyback.
Afterlife has been very good with his press the attack usage as well. Like every single time I feel like someone's been stunned up and locked down, looks like they might get brought down. He always gets it off on them. G.
Jump in again with the crush, but again, it's these constant crush initiations with no follow-up. It's really not there at this stage of the game for Liquid. Silent. Oh, he'll get taken. Medallion won't be enough to save him, but a low art dance is in. Vapor to the back, and Miracle brings him down. Buyback will be there from Matuma. Kuroki dropping the golem to hold back Afterlife. Press the attacks, heads himself back over the ice wall. As Liquid, they get the CM. They won't get any more out of that, and they have to be careful. The low art dance, as soon as that Fatal Bond's gone, he's going to be jumping back in on you. You know it.
Soma's going in, trying to get aggressive.
Fortification comes out, Afterlife in with the duel. Mind Control will be swapped back by Matuma Man. They may just lose both of them for this one. Mind Control does pop the stick charge. It's actually going to survive over the Guardian Greaves. Sherman the Slayer with the stolen magic missile brings him down low. Now caught in the upheaval, this is the turnaround the Liquid need. They need to find a lot out of it. 3-man crush from GH. Where's the follow through though? A lower dance just turns with the enrage. Afterlife jumping forward as G throws out the deafening blast. That's going to be GH down. Matuma Man desperately trying to tickle them to death, but it's not, of course, going to work. Afterlife turning, forcing Matuma Man back, takes him out and down. Mind Control looking to juke around with the purification, but he is going to fall as well as a lower dance mans up on 10 HP, comes in for the swipe. Triple kill for the Invoker. 35 for 22. Things are not looking any better for Liquid as this goes on and on. 22k net worth lead. G with the Lincoln Sphere. Done and dusted. BKB for a low hard dance.
This is looking almost impossible to come back from.
I mean, it really feels like, it's hard to pinpoint it down to one thing, but I think the fact that during the draft, their options in the mid were limited, and Miracles had to play the Mirana, a hero that's just very hard to carry the game in this meta on your own, has just allowed Vega Squadron to get themselves in this position where Liquid just don't have the scaling potential. This game gets to the 30-minute mark, and if you're not getting steamrolled, Vega Squadron's lineup is just going to be flat out better and much more secure.
Yeah, and it's a first pick Legion commander into this like Miranda last pick. So they if they do throw like Venge Stun, Arrow, even amplified damage on somebody, he just presses attack everything off, and that's a lot of their burst potential gone. And Sayoma pretty much has purification every single one of these team fights, and he's now finished up the Aghanims already. So on top of that, with his max null field, they have so much team fight now in comparison to Liquid. And yeah, Matu has literally completely stagnated at 6,000 net worth. He cannot find any gold.
He is second bottom. That is not great. Not great for Matu. Not one of his finest performances this game. But it has been a tough game for him to perform. It really has. There's very little that he can do.
Vegas had some very nice rotations, like very good smoke early usage. Being able to claim that early Roshan, I think, was really important, because looking at Liquid's lineup, they want to be the ones to get the Rosh. They want to be the ones to be doing that aggressive type of moves, but Vega was just quicker paced than them and just not allowing them to be able to get onto that aggression. It's literally been Vega dictating the pace of this one ever since. It's like ever since the blink on the Slaughter actually came out, which was at like 13 minutes. It's been Vega pretty much getting all of the counter initiations and team fights going in their favor.
Vega really, to put it plain and simple, I'm just going to have to make massive mistakes for Liquid to have the chance to get back in on this one.
Yeah.
You just look at the numbers, look at what Liquid have to offer, and it just does not add up to being enough to deal with that Vega have.
I mean, they have no... the Vengeful Sphere can't flash farm in any way to catch up. Their D-push isn't great at all. It's pretty much Mirana with the Starstorm, and then that's it. Everybody else can't really walk up to the creep waves and kind of push it out and not let them break into the high ground. So yeah, it's definitely very problematic. And everybody on Vega is just getting luxury items now. Solar Crest on a Crystal Maiden. As we mentioned, the Aghanims before on the Rubik. G even has Lincolns and a Plate Mail now too. Everyone's just getting all these different type of little items that are just going to help even more later on. Diffusal now for the Ursa too with the BKB. And here we go.
Australian looking for Matuma Man. Tornado and EMP to follow through. GH tried to jump in to help out the team. The dust is out. Shaman the Slayer comes in with the crush, but the Repeller Matuma will save him. They've got the telekinesis and duel onto the Omni Knight. The swap save attempted by Matuma Man, but the combo flies through from the Invoker. That's going to be Matuma Man and Mind Control out. Chaotic Offering has been dropped, but with the freezing field as well from Silent, forcing Liquid back. They've lost 4. Miracle, the last man surviving. And the only guy on Liquid at the moment that's really been relevant in terms of farm. And he is almost certainly not going to make his way out of it. They've got the lockdown with the telekinesis. Vega Squadron will find themselves the team wipe. GG's called. It is much too much for the side of Liquid to deal with, as we thought game 1 was a beatdown. I think game 2, that was double a beat. That was even more brutal.
That was, I mean, very crisp movements from the supports. I think they've really dictated the flow of this game on the side of Vega, but those like those middle team fights right away when the blink was revealed from the slaughter, it's like that's where somehow it went all wrong for Liquid, it seemed. It was like this Ursa just able to get so many kills with the positioning of the Rubik CM always sitting behind. Just very good map reads coming out from Vega, and Liquid just not able to get their momentum ever coming out. Matu just falling very far behind.
No way could catch up on that Vengeful Spirit and finishing at the very bottom of the board pretty much. It was a tough one. It was a tough one for Liquid, and you said, you've got to give credit to Vega Squadron, the way that they can play, and with that Ursa pickup. We know some of these CIS sides are just incredibly good with it, and that game just an absolute masterclass from Aloha Dance and the team, you know, enabling the spare. As you mentioned throughout the game, Shaman the Slayer with the Rubik, some very clutch plays, fantastic steals. And yeah, what a game to finish on. We'll be about to bring the panel in slacks that game. You would not have expected that after game 1.
Hell no. That was the opposite of what I think we all expected with our Caster's Curse yet again, boys. A bloodbath. One of the best of the whole series. Hype, hype, hype. Thank you so much for casting it, guys. Whew. All right. That'll be the boys from the panel. Thank you, boys. Or the casting desk. Can't even think. That's just bloodshed. There's no time for words.
It was a fun game to watch, though.
Hell yeah, it was.
Fighting everywhere. Bullying everywhere, I'd like to say as well. Yeah, like Matuma Man got bullied out of lane, almost. Kuriki got a bear problem, I guess.
A bear problem? Indeed, he did.
And even G for a while didn't get its Midas off for like, what was it, like 2.5, 3 minutes or something. So yeah, it was a fun game to watch. I thought Liquid actually had it for a while, especially when Ursa was like diving tier 1 mids and stuff, and both me and Jack were just like, what the hell is going on? This is insane. Like, why are you doing this? But they managed to win it.
It's tough being a Warlock in this game. You got a bear running at you or a wolf running at you. It's been scary. I like the pace of both games. It's such a fun series. Like some of the other series, even if they're fun to watch, the games would be a bit slower, and you know, you have a secret game where you have like 30 total kills, 45 to 50 minutes. But in this one, they just going at it. I think I did expect Vega to kind of switch directions in this draft, and they're kind of like, all right, if you want to play like this, you know, we're the CIS team here. We're ready to match you blow for blow in that turn. And they picked a faster lineup that, and then as Fog kept talking about, the 2 roaming supports did so much work this game, just going from lane to lane, just being able to find that tempo everywhere. And then I'm not really sure what happened with the last pick, Mirana. It did work well. Like, they did have an aggressive mid that was able to chain together with their supports to get kills onto the Invoker. But eventually, it was very hard for them to fight because they didn't have a real frontliners that keep kiting into fights. So it was difficult for them at some point.
So if you had to name an MVP, who would it be?
Shoma the Slayer, for sure. The Rubik play was really good. The purification steals, using it was really good. Even like the steals on GA, like he had a superb game on the Rubik for sure, I think.
No, well, looks like people agree with you. What people went for Vega, Miracle with a 36% still in the MVP vote. Come on, guys, the Slayer. It had to have been. Jack, anything to say?
Yeah, I agree with that, and not just that, but again, I've always been a fan of Vega's recent drafts, and so, you know, got to give Sherman credit there as well.
Yep.
Played very well. That really made Rubik look like the answer to Omni. There were so many clutch steals, just being able to turn around and fight on someone that was about to go down, and they get the heal all of a sudden, and the fight just turns around.
Even in the, what was it, like mid, when they were pushing high ground, he gets a swap steal and swaps him back out after healing him and everything. It was...
It was good. It was this. And maybe we can look through this at one of our replays in our magic desk. Whew. All right, so let's pause right here. Woo! Now, that was pretty interesting. Oh, whoops. Oh.
Here you go.
One of the few times that we saw a screw up there. Sunstrike coming out, and then Rubik messes up. So Nice of us to include that one mess up that Rubik had this game, but yeah. Meanwhile, initiation over here at the same time, and that kind of the cause of that missed Sunstrike, but look at that. Instant, and then we're going to see a meatball coming out and just frying everybody after the duel as well. Nice ultimate from CM, and this pretty much just sums up the game in general. Boys running at
Their
boys.
liquid heroes were not there, and meanwhile you have Aloha engaging by himself into the other liquid heroes, which we saw happen a few times. And yeah,
Run, boys. And there we go. Oh, nice swap. You got teamwork. Teamwork is nice.
Yeah, but look at the minimap right now. Who's coming in right there? Oh, no,
it's the
thumb.
Christ.
Oh, shit.
It's the Bible thumb coming in.
And
There
they
we
had
go.
Aegis as well, so justified dive, I'd say.
I would say that that clip pretty much sums it up. Fights all over the map, people
Compared
running.
to the tier 1 dive,
Yep.
where you didn't have Aegis, that one was approved,
Yes.
for sure.
Well done. Oh, hey. What's up? Oh, a phone call. Ooh. Hello, hello. Who do we have here?
It's me, the only person that actually speaks English in Vega Squadron.
Well, hello. G, it is. How's it going, G?
It's fine. Another tie.
Yeah? Does it feel bad to be the only guy who speaks English on Vega? I mean, do you want to ask your teammates if they want to say anything?
Wait a second.
All right.
Илюха, иди сюда, скажи.
Give us.
Говори. Привет!
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 hello.
Привет!
GG!
Ты очень красивый.
All right, this is a bad idea. G, get back on the phone. G, we need you, buddy.
That was all evidence.
All right, aloha dance. Thank you, my friend. Thank you for those wonderful noises. Gentlemen, any questions for our man here?
I hope it helped.
It did help. Thank you, G.
How do you feel about this series? You looked like a lot of fun. You guys drafted a seemed faster lineup in game 2 and just ran at them and just keep fighting. It seemed like a lot of fun. What was your feeling on this series?
I wasn't having fun, but my teammates, at least it looked like they were having fun. My game was shitty, but
What?
That's true. You had the slide arm, you had to
they
worry
are
about the
fine
arrow
or
and stuff.
whatever.
Yeah.
Actually, it was really, I guess, fast series against Team Liquid.
Yeah.
We're pressuring us really hard. The game 1.
Yeah.
They're a really fun team to play.
Oh, glad to hear you enjoyed yourself. Well, everyone else enjoyed themselves, except for you. So, Griffin, you got anything?
So, you played Invoker this game. Obviously, you got like pretty bullied out of lane. How bad does it feel when you can't get off your Midas for like 2.5 minutes?
I guess it's fine. It still gives you attack speed.
Yeah.
Even though you're not hitting anyone, but you feel like if you hit, you will be hitting faster. But yeah, actually, I even said that. Okay, guys, I just want to use my Midas. I really need that. I'm going bottom. I'm using Midas, and I died in 10 seconds or whatever. But I felt like I did my job.
Yeah.
With utilizing this item, like it's really important to use it, you know.
For sure. Get the levels,
This
get
is the
the
whole point of
get the Sunstrike kills.
But I'm going to use that in my next pub, you know? I still have the increased attack speed, all right? I'm not using it, but come on, guys. Gloves of haste. We're fine. All right. Well, thank you for your time, G. Take a well-earned rest after that bloodbath. Wash off that blood and be ready for more Dream League this week. Thanks for taking time, buddy.
Woohoo! Thank you.
Woohoo!
User disconnected from your channel.
He's just
Bye,
instantly
users.
out. User has disconnected, and it looks like we'll be disconnecting too. Although, one special announcement. Jack, I've got a surprise for you. I'd like to say congratulations. Knoxville messaged me, and he said, you played your 7,000th game of Dota at 2:45 p.m. last night. 7,000 games.
Wow, how's that for a stat?
And what's your MMO?
We don't need to talk about that. We don't need to talk about that.
Just kidding.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Thanks, Knoxville. It's a lot of Dota. I wish it improved as much as the games family has been going, but it's been fun. I love this game. You know.
All right. Well, good to hear. Well, that will be it for you, Jack. You're done. Today is your last day. You will be replaced by a mystery guest. It sure has been a blast having you here. I'm sorry Shiver wasn't here. She's still sick to say goodbye. But before we leave, Jack, say something sad and heartfelt as we go to the standings.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's been a lot of fun, here in Sweden. Sad. There's nothing sad about this. Well, all right, fine. I was tricked to coming to Sweden with promises of spring, but it's snowing outside right now. So I don't know. That's about as sad as I can get. It's been a lot of fun. I'm glad to have been here, and looking forward to some more Dream League.
All right.
Don't
good
be
to
sad
hear.
it's over. Be happy it happened.
Yeah.
There you go.
Beautiful advice. Speaking of what happened, standings. Show them to me. What do we got? All right, we're going to end today's standings with Team Secret still being on the top with their 5 wins and 3 losses. However,
More 1-1s.
yeah, more 1-1s. Vega is right behind them. And that is what we've seen today. The 1-1 tournament pretty much continues. Here, can anyone top Team Secret? Will Jack return as another special guest? Will I ever give Scriff the ability to say anything in this closing segment?
Good night, everyone.
Goodbye, everybody.
Good night, everyone.
Thank you for watching DreamLeague. We will see you tomorrow. With Sheemer returning. Enjoy!